Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur Irwin's French class. French grammar is difficult. Why are there so many exceptions? This is what I often hear from my students. Do you think you're good at French grammar? Well, we are going to find out in this video. If you can answer these 10 French grammar questions, each covering a different French grammar rule, then your French is pretty good. And if you are a native speaker, don't think that you will get 10 out of 10. Some French learners might get a better score than you. C'est parti. Let's start with the first question. Do you think that sentence is correct? Il a gagné 1,5 million d'euros au loto. I give you 5 seconds. Well, in French, plural starts at 2 or more. 1,5 is lower than 2, therefore million doesn't take an S. Question number 2. Same, do you think that sentence is correct? Pour faire des crêpes, il faut 250 grammes de farine. I leave you 5 seconds. So, I hope you find the mistake. 100 takes the plural S, but loses it when followed by another number. So you can write j'ai 200 euros with the S to 100, but the S drops when adding another number after 100. For example, j'ai 210 euros and S must be dropped here. However, and God, you gotta love that language, the S remains in front of mille, million, and milliard. Question number 3. Je vais au coiffeur. Can you correct that sentence? Je vais au coiffeur. I give you 5 seconds. Alright, although I'm going somewhere, coiffeur refers to somebody. Therefore, the preposition chez must be used. And the correct sentence is je vais chez le coiffeur. Question number 4. Je vais à l'université en vélo. Can you correct that sentence? I leave you 5 seconds. When it comes to transport, there are two different prepositions, à and en. The distinction that is made in French is whether you travel inside or not the vehicle. For example, je vais en voiture, en bus, en avion. But you must say, je vais à vélo, à moto, and even à pied. English has different prepositions that don't translate literally very well in French. If you say in English, I am on the plane, where in French you shouldn't say, je suis sur l'avion, as it can be understood as I'm on the top of it, which could be a bit dangerous. Question number 5. Elle arrive dans une demi-heure. Can you correct that sentence? 5 seconds. Well, in front of a noun or an adjective, demi is invariable. Therefore, the e should be removed in our sentence. But placed after a noun, it agrees in number and gender with it. So, if you write that sentence, elle arrive à 2h30, and e must be added to demi. Question number 6. Il aime porter des pantalons marrons et des chaussettes orange. You need to put marron and orange at their right form. And you have 5 seconds. So I hope you have the correct answer. But first, you can wear brown trousers with orange socks. Well, why not? There is no accounting for tastes. Colors are adjectives, and most of them agree in gender and number with the noun they qualify. A few exceptions though. The colors that are also nouns, like orange or marron, which is chestnut in French, by the way, or noisette, which is another example, and that is hazelnut. Some exceptions to the exceptions, it wouldn't be French otherwise. Rose is one of them. Question number 7. Complete that sentence with the verb in brackets in the present tense. 5 seconds. And the answer is nous mangeons des pommes. And you need to keep the E in mangeons. So you may have learned that for ER verbs, you need to drop ER and add the endings. So the E is usually regularly dropped when you conjugate these verbs, not for manger kind of verbs, okay, the G, E, R ending ones. So for these, you need to keep the E for the new form, otherwise you can't make the sound je. Nous mangeons. You need to keep the E for the new form. Question number 8. Ma voiture est tout abîmée. Put the two in brackets in its right form. And it's a toughy one. You have 10 seconds. Well, the right answer is T-O-U-T. That's it. If you can replace tout by très or complètement, then tout is an adverb and therefore invariable. However, tout agrees in the feminine if followed by an adjective starting with a vowel. So if I change the adjective in our sentence, abîmé by neuve, then tout should be spelled with an E at the end. It's weird, be careful with this. Question number 9. C'est la lettre que j'ai écrit. Is that sentence correct? You have 10 seconds. Well, no, that sentence is wrong. Conjugated with the auxiliary avoir, the past participle agrees with the direct object complement only if it is placed before the verb, which is the case in that sentence. J'ai écrit quoi? What did I write? The letter. So the letter is the direct object complement. In the sentence, it is placed before the verb. Therefore, you need to agree the past participle to it. And la lettre is feminine. Therefore, you need to add an E to écrit, which becomes, in the pronunciation, écrite. C'est la lettre que j'ai écrite. Question number 10. Elle s'est lavé les mains. Is that sentence correct? You have 10 seconds. So did you keep the E at laver or did you drop it? Well, you had to drop it. There is no agreement here. So although être is the auxiliary, pronominal verbs follow the rules of agreement of avoir. So the agreement is not made with the subject, but with the direct object complement. So if I have only elle s'est lavée, the direct object complement is the pronoun se. Elle a lavé qui? Elle-même, herself. That's feminine. You need to add an E, and the direct object complement is placed before the verb. But since The sentence is elle s'est lavé les mains. Les mains is your direct object complement in that sentence. Elle s'est lavé quoi? Les mains. Therefore, your se pronoun has change of function. It's now an indirect object complement and there is no agreement to make. Voilà les amis, c'est tout pour cette vidéo. How many of those grammar rules did you know? Let me know your score in the comments. What rule did you find the most difficult? I know that many of my students also follow my YouTube channel. I hope you guys did well. If you answered all those questions correctly, well, your French is truly amazing. N'oubliez pas de mettre un pouce bleu et de vous abonner. Au revoir, à plus. Ciao.